Alright guys, I haven't posted on YouTube in a long time, but I am finally posting. I've been mostly posting updates and everything to my cars and my projects there on Instagram. I figured I need to go ahead and start posting here on YouTube. So this video, it's going over me painting the Omni. I'm painting it a Candy Apple.Red Pearl over a black base, and it should be real pretty. I'm working on a lot of the body work here recently, but this video is probably going to have multiple days chopped into one video, but sure, that's fine. I don't really give a shit. But alright, let me show you the car. So it has been stripped down. If you follow me on Instagram, you've also seen that it's been getting stripped down over the past several weeks. But today I finally finished all the body work, getting everything straight, getting everything filled in. Took all the mirrors off, took all the trim off, got all the glue that was all holding the body trim on. I got all that off. The major dents fixed on top, and then the interior has been kind of stripped. Now, the other thing I haven't shown here on YouTube is I actually have all the AC hooked up aside from the condenser that I got to plug in here. But that's for another video. But I got the bumpers off. The side skirts are out here laying in the lawn. We'll get those fixed. The hatches over there. The old one had a huge dent in the top. I went with a new hood instead of the one with the catches on it. I'm going with one that is solid. And the paint that I am using on this thing, also, I know you guys haven't seen it, but I have a new digital dash in there. The surround for it is over there on the floor. But I got that hooked up, and I got a really neat digital display that I designed, and I threw that in there, so when it boots up, it's got a really cool visual. But anyway, here's the paint, the whole kit that I bought. There's a little bit of that red in there, but that's a little bit of it. But it's from AutoPaint HQ, and the whole kit costs about 600 bucks. There's a guy on YouTube that his name is Bezo with Wheels. Following him, he's been using the paint for a little bit, and all of his cars come out really nice. I don't have his kind of setup, but I have similar gear. I think the major factor in the paint process for me is he has a giant booth and I'm working in a garage, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, anyway, I'll chop this video up a little bit, edit it, and then so you guys can see the process of me painting this car. The last time it was painted, or it had a solid color on it, was all Plastidip, and now I know that was probably a bad idea to do. I wanted to experiment to see if it was good, and it was, for the most part. I learned a lot, so I was just adding something into my skill set, which everyone should do, experiment every once in a while. But painting Candy on this car will definitely be a learning experience, and I'm looking forward to actually trying it out, and if it's successful, it's just another thing I can add to my skill set, so pretty excited. So next step up for this thing is going to be primer, so cut you in when this thing is getting primered. Alright, so taking up the windshield finally. I got all the window trim out. I got that tool you can buy from Harbor Freight. It's a window trim molding remover tool. I picked it up for about, I think it was like less than $10, but I figured if I'm going to paint this and I've already taken off most of the trim and everything out, why cheap out and not do the windshield trim? Ta-da! Didn't do too bad. I made myself a makeshift kind of prep area out of some plastic drop cloth. Well, not cloth, but you know what I mean. Plastic. The car has been completely masked off, except for the tires. and the wheels, which I'll get to tomorrow after I get the floor all cleaned up. Both inside and outsides of the doors have been cleared off. I'm going to paint the jambs and the inside of the doors, the inside track of the hatch, the whole 9 yards, which was painstaking. It's a long fucking process, and I completely understand why custom paint jobs and, you know, door jambs and everything cost so damn much, because the prep time is just ridiculous. Anyway, I got the hatch sitting over here on this chair. What I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to prime this outer side, and then I'll probably flip it over and prime the other side. And I probably won't get to painting the other side black until I do the whole car in the black base coat. Cleared out this side of the garage, so I actually have time, or I actually have room to actually walk the length of the car when I'm applying the candy. I think I have to do that with the base coat for the black, but I'm going to do it anyway. Got my scooter that I built in Korea, all wrapped in plastic so it doesn't get a primer all over there. The same thing with the LS motor that I'm building for the 41 Willys Jeep. No, not the Jeep, the Willys Coupe. I don't have a Jeep. Been watching Paint Society and Triggerman for a couple weeks now, taking a bunch of tips and tricks that they're doing and going to apply, you know, whatever I've learned from them to this application. I'm pretty excited. Something I haven't seen with Paint Society, and at least with any of the videos that I've watched, is I went ahead and got these two thermometer / hygrometer things at like Walmart. Actually, well, the base exchange, but I got one posted on this wall over here on the left side of the wall and one over there, and that'll pretty much give me an idea of, you know, what kind of painting environment I'm going into. So it just rained a couple of hours ago, so that's why the humidity is at 80%, which kind of sucks. I'm hoping tomorrow morning it'll be back to normal. But the reason I made this booth here, this little bit of a prep area, is the way I'm going to be painting is my side door over here is going to be open, and I have two box fans, stacking these two fans up here on this door, and then I have the garage door open, so it'll draft from air from the back all the way out this way. Additionally, when I go to spray the base coat and the candy, I have a double garage net that you can put up, because I'm not too worried about air, I'm worried about bugs. So up here in Washington, for some reason, the bugs don't come out until around noon. In the morning there's no bugs, which is pretty awesome, which is why I'm going to spray this in primer tomorrow morning. I don't really have to worry about it, but definitely going to put the net up when I have the base coat and clear going down in the candy. In the prep room, got everything good to go. I went ahead and made myself a paint plan just so I know what I need to do next. There's no question, no guess on what do I need to do next? I got a paint plan written out. I got finished one 2K urethane primer with the hardener ready to go, mix up in the cup. My Sears Craftsman air compressor that I got off of Facebook Marketplace for 120 bucks. That's good to go. My two guns, I got the Harbor Freight HVLP, the purple gun. This is going to be my primer and sealer gun, and it runs at 6 CFM at 40 psi, and this compressor right here runs 15 at 40 psi, so it should be good to go. And then this is my Eastwood LT100 Concourse, and this is my my base coat clear coat gun. I'm currently running the 1.3 tip. So tomorrow morning I'll be getting those things squared away. Process. So I am super excited. As I said, I've been watching Triggerman mostly and Paint Society, learning all their tips and tricks and everything. And I'm hoping that I can put their tutelage to the test to see if I can do anything. I can get a good result. We'll see. I'm not a professional painter. I'm not even a professional body guy. I'm not even a professional builder. What I am a professional learner. That's what I am. So, I mean, this could be the best paint job I'll ever do. It's highly unlikely given the area that I'm at. Or it could totally flop. I could have a bunch of fish eyes, like, you know, tiger stripes. It could be absolutely awful. But failure is the greatest teacher, and I'm excited to learn. So the next part of the video you're gonna see is I'm gonna put the paint prep down, get all that ready to go, and then I'll be getting the primer hooked up and spraying primer. So see you in a second. And welcome back. It's the morning. So this morning I went ahead and finished off all the masking and everything. I masked off the door to the house because I got my air compressor line, or my power line going in there for the air compressor. And I went ahead and stacked my 3 box fans on the door and kind of closed off the top edge there, so it's nothing but air flowing through here. Went ahead and swept. I got my air compressor lines laid out, and I taped them in a circle so where I have enough airline to go from the prep area to back here. I can reach all the way to that back corner, and obviously I can reach the back end of it over there. Additionally, this morning I went ahead and set up this mosquito net thing from Harbor Freight. It's gonna allow air to still move through here while stopping a large majority of the bugs and dust from the trees and everything coming down. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and mixing up the primer. I'm gonna go ahead and clean my gun real quick as well, and let's go ahead and start the air compressor. Okay, so gun's clean. I made a big mistake and I forgot to wrap the wheel, so I just did that real quick. But as you saw, I was going over the car with the pre-prep, and a bunch of trash came off of it. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is get a fresh, clean microfiber, and I got this from Harbor Freight for like 15 bucks. And I'm just going to go wipe down the car real quick with a clean microfiber, get all that little dust that might still be on there off, just to make sure that I have a clean surface. I'm doing one more thing before I actually start spraying primer. I need a screwdriver. So what I'm doing is, since I'm painting, I don't want to paint the inside of this car and then I go to throw the door shut and it clicks closed. Now I got a problem. I gotta break the seals and go in and try and do it, and then I want to do that. So with these older cars, I don't know about the newer ones, they have these catches here, but instead of removing it, all I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the catch on the door and just trip it. You didn't see that. I'll do it on the other door. So just take a screwdriver, shove it in there, and it's closed. So now it won't shut. That way I can go over the entire car and spray it with primer. I can open it up, and then if the wind for whatever reason accidentally backdrafts for whatever reason and it slams it closed, it's not going to shut. So cool, let's go mix up some primer. Alright, so I've been mixing this for a good 5 minutes. It's finally a consistent color that I'm familiar with. All the solid sediment at the bottom has been dissolved. So I got my gun set up, ready to go. I currently have it set to spray at 25 psi out of the gun. It's got a filter on the bottom of it. Only thing left to do is to pour, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and just pour all of this straight into the can. That way it makes it easier. I'm kidding. I know a bunch of y'all are like, no, don't do that. Just kidding. I'm not going to do that shit. I know better. I ain't got a lot of time to do this, so here we go. We're gonna make a mess. Yep, got it all over my hands. I'm sure there's a better way to do it. Yeah, I went over. That's alright. Small little tab cloth I got. I'm going to clean off my my gloves. And then I'll go from there. On that hard. Next one. Primer's in. Next thing I want to do is check our pattern. Looks good to me. Alright, I'm going to go spray a coat and I'll be back. Alright, lessons learned so far. I should have done the door jambs first. And I did the door jambs first. But my first failure point that you'll see the, well, you didn't see it because I wasn't recording, but I started out on the back of the hatch and I started to move this way, or I started that way. Either way, I did the back and then I started doing the body, and then I did the jams and all that, then I did body, then I did roof, then I did jams, then I did body, and I got to the hood here and I ran out of paint. Not ran out of paint, but my paint in my sprayer, my paint gun got, it ran out, so I had to run and make some more. So lesson learned. But all the jams are now painted. I got 3 coats in there for all the jams, top and bottom. So all those good. Okay, so I got 3 coats of primer down on my car here. I definitely, it's definitely a learning curve. I got some tiger striping going on. Let's flip me around so you can see. So a little bit of tiger striping. See there on the roof there. And I noticed that one spot right there. The Harbor Freight gun started dripping, and that kind of sucked because I was kind of cupping the gun a little bit to try and prevent it from, you know, dripping and everything. But I mean, this is primer, so I can sand it. That's fine. But hopefully the Eastwood gun performs a little bit better. It should. It's a higher quality. It's not, you know, Harbor Freight. But yeah, this was definitely a little bit of a learning experience. I got the gun broken down and cleaned. I put my paint up. Got the acetone. Closed. So the next part is just letting it cure, and then I need to fix a couple dents that I missed. And there's one here on the door that I don't know where that came from. Okay, so I let it sit overnight. It is fully cured. I finished spraying this at 12 o'clock yesterday, and now it is 12 o'clock today. So 24 hours cure. So today, what I'm going to end up doing is jams in black. So I'm going to do the jams, I'm going to do the edge of the door, and then I'm going to do the inside of the hatch inside here, and then I flipped the hatch around, so I'm going to do the inside of the hatch as well, and then I'll worry about sanding down the rest of the body for the rest of the black base probably tomorrow or Sunday. But so that's the game plan today. Nothing too crazy, but after posting online yesterday, you know, just posting the progress on Facebook and a couple of car groups. There was a gentleman had asked me, like, how are you combating, or how are you going to be able to tell it's laying down properly with the candy being sprayed over a black base? I said, I don't know. I've never done this before. I'm pretty much just eyeballing it, and I mean, I have a pretty good eye on what I can see, but if you can improve it, it's always something that you need to do. So I'll show you what my garage currently looks like and what I can see. So this is the lighting situation right now. I have one set of incandescent tube lights there. They might be, I don't know what they call it. And then I have the garage light. And not all the time, that, of course, that's really weak. And then this is how, you know, I can see the roof. But I started thinking about it, and like, you know, it's some better lighting. And then I remembered in my trailer I have these really long work lights that stick out the back, because the trailer I bought used to belong to a guy who used to do dirt track racing, and he would work on his car out there in the middle of the night, and he got these big giant tubes which are above me. So I got two of them. I got one over there, and they're just kind of zip tied to the rails of the garage, which I need something a little bit better, because I'm gonna have to cut those to close the garage. But anyway, this is gonna be the new light setup. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna pause the video. So this is with the this is with the lights now, and then this is with the lights on. So now I can see a whole lot better, and I wish the camera would pick it up a little bit better, but I can clearly see straight across the roof, so I'll be able to see where the wet edge is when I'm spraying it down. Yeah, this is a huge improvement. So something I really should have thought about the other day. But I mean, as far as primer goes, I'm going to be sanding it down anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But when I go to spray down the black base coat and the candy, it's going to become really important. Speaking of the base coat and the candy, I'll show you guys what I'm working with today. So I am using the paint by AutoPaint HQ. This is the jet black base coat, and this is going to be the Candy Apple.Red base coat. And you kind of see the red there. I kind of dipped the lid in. I didn't mean to, but I did. But it comes in this nice box. It comes with filters, it comes with stir sticks, it comes with the mixing instructions. I got the super wet show clear coat. Has a 4:1 mix ratio. It comes with the base coat and the pearl coat, plus the medium urethane reducers, and you can get them in slow, medium, or fast. I got 65 to 75 because that's pretty much what I've been running here, is 65 to 75, so that's what I got going on. This and the urethane mix 1:1, so it gives me 2 gallons of sprayable candy and 2 gallons of sprayable base coat. Comes with the reducer, and then it comes with the mixing cups and the medium hardener for the clear coat. All of that was $600 shipped to my house. And I've seen there's a gentleman on YouTube, his name is Bezo with Wheels, and I've been watching him spray this stuff. He's been using this this manufacturer for a while, and it looks like it comes out real great. So I'm gonna give my shot at it, and I really hope it comes out looking good. But I'm gonna go ahead and suit up and get everything good to go. Today I'll be shooting with the Eastwood LT100, the concourse. LT100 concourse? It might be backwards because I got the video camera. But I'll be shooting with this. I'm going to give it a good cleaning before I shoot it. And then, yeah, we'll get going. Sanded down the inner door jambs and the inside of the hatch with some 400 grit sandpaper, and then after I sanded that down, I went ahead and shot it with some glass cleaner. This glass cleaner that Paint Society always recommended, and then I let that gas off so it's nice and dry, and then I took my my spray gun, the Eastwood here, and I went ahead and just kind of aired down the whole car. So now I'm going to make some paint. And also what I've gone ahead and done, I saw this in a video I was watching last night, because I made a huge mess pouring that primer. And there was a guy who take 2 pieces of tape, put them over here, and then make like a little triangle, and it should act as a little spout pour straight into the cup without making a huge mess. This cup doesn't have, the 3M PPS doesn't have a 1-to-1, so what I'm going to do is just fill it to the 300 there, and then with the reducer I'll just fill it up to the 600, and that'll be 1-to-1. Oh, I'm so glad that actually works. Look at that. It's beautiful. Alright, 300. Oh, that's a fantastic trick. That's awesome. That is a sweet hack. I just saved so much paint. Cool. Alright. Go ahead and get the reducer in there. Okay, and well, I'm just gonna kind of just gently stir it this way. Put it on the gun and we'll go shoot. Alright, so the first coat of black is done on the jams. And I gotta say, I love that Eastwood Concourse gun, and this paint, the AutoPaint HQ, sprays like a dream, honestly. I thought it was going to be a lot harder, but no, it did pretty damn good. For the back here, I decided to kind of go a little light, because it was my first pass, so I didn't know how it would spray out, but as I got going, what I ended up doing is I started it back here, and then I worked my way around, and then I came to this door, because I knew as I was going around I had to open the doors, and that would get in my way, so I didn't want to start up front with the hose wrap that way, and then, you know, that's just the way that I went. But I went this way, and I love the way that it's sprayed down. There's still some light coats, but I still got to do 2 more coats, so I'm not too worried about coverage. It'll get there. And but I started out back here, sprayed pretty flat here for the center column, and then I worked my way more towards the hatch. And then in the middle of spraying this thing, I looked down. I was like, "Damn it, my rag's there." And I got that there because since the hatch is on a chair, it wants to kind of slide down, so I stuck the rag there with that with my C-clamp to kind of keep it from falling. I don't want, but anyway, the door jam's pretty much turned out okay so far. A little rough, but it's gonna be all right. It's not terrible. I am super stoked about it. And then right here, I got pretty confident about it, but yeah, I like this this paint. Sprays nice. I like it. We are done spraying the base coat on the back jams, and I went ahead and just did the back. This is this comes black from the factory, but the base coat is down to include all the jams and the bottom of the doors. So that's all done. Doors are all done. All the remains is I gotta mix up some clear and get this taken care of. Everything that's black needs to go ahead and get cleared because according to the spec sheet, it has to be cleared. Clear coat has to be applied to the base coat within 8 hours of application, so I need to get that done. I'm going to mix up some clear real quick, and I'll play it. I think I'm only going to do 2 coats. I don't really need to do too much more to the black parts, because this is all going to be kind of hidden away from the doors and everything. I'm just going to do 2 coats, then let it cure overnight. So this is the super wet shell clear coat. Mixes 4:1 with the medium hardener. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this out. A little spout there, and I don't use too much. That's kind of not working, but fuck it. Okay. Just kidding, I gotta take the cap out. Yeah, good clear. First coat of clear is down. There we go. A little bit, got a little bit of shine here and there. So first coat, I went somewhat wet. Didn't go terribly heavy on it because I didn't know how liquid it was going to be. So this next coat, I'll go a little bit heavier. But not too bad. But I'm gonna open these doors. I gotta let it flash for 15 minutes. I'll give it a nice a wet coat, not too wet, a good enough coat to get it pretty solid that I can probably buff out, you know, later. So I'll probably end up mixing one more cup, not too much. So probably one more cup, probably, yeah. I might, instead of going all the way up on these cups, I'll probably just go to maybe the 6. And that should be plenty to finish off the jams. And then I'll be done with the jams. And then I can start sanding the body tomorrow or probably Sunday. Yeah, we'll go from there. Cool. So I'll see you after the second coat. Welcome back. Okay, so got the second coat of clear on there. I went with a pretty wet application with it, and it really flowed out, and it's nice and shiny. Nice and shiny. Ooh. Anyway. So I did 2 coats. I could do 3, but since this is the inside of the door jams and the inside of the car, I'm really not too worried about it. All I care is that it is nice and shiny. So yeah, tomorrow I'll put the hatchback on, and I'm gonna let it gas out overnight. But I'll put the hatchback on, and then I'll start worried about sanding down the rest of the body and getting everything fixed. But I think this jet black stuff is just awesome. I can even see myself in there a little bit. The next step for this is going to be sanding the body. The gun is clean. I'm going inside, getting me something to eat, and then tomorrow I'll relax with the family. So I'll let it gas out for a little bit, but we'll definitely get it done. So I'll see you in a few seconds for you, but for me it'll be 28, probably 48 hours. So cool. Bye. Hello again. Alright, so it's the next day. Today we've been hanging out with the kids, taking them out to the playgrounds and stuff like that. Waiting for the fireworks display tonight, but in the meantime I've been working on masking off the door jams so that none of the candy overspray gets in there. Since I already had and glossed it up, I just really wanted to make sure that none of that overspray got in there and kind of messed it up. So done a full tape job all around, and then I doubled that up with plastic to make sure that there's no overspray. I just want to be really protective about that overspray and this and the door jambs. Hatch is now back on the car. All of the door jambs have been masked off and covered, so even went ahead and did like a little tracing around where the black and the red will kind of mix. But yep, got the hatch back on. I made sure to back mask in there as well, so as I spray I'm not getting red where I want, you know, black to stay black. Went ahead and masked off the back there as well, so that's going to stay black. Tomorrow we'll be sanding, cleaning, prepping for everything, and then probably the day after that, depending on, you know, how clean I can get the body and everything, might go ahead and spray the base, but we'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow. Alright, so good morning. Next day, I'm gonna go ahead and do this morning is I'm gonna put some fast glaze over 2 little dents, maybe 3. I think it's a dent, not sure. Here on the car. So there's a dent here that I showed earlier. It looks, those 2 little guys right there, really small. And then there's this one here on the door. And it's a little bit more obvious, especially if I go to start putting clear coat and everything on there. But I'm gonna sand those with 180 grit, then get that covered. Let it sit for a while. But what I also wanted to say is we can officially start marking stuff off of our list. Primer, body, and jams. Yeah, did that. Mask off upper doors and rear plate. Yeah, did that. Cool. So we still got a few more things. I gotta do the block sand, clean the surface, base coat, put candy, and then clear coat. And there's more steps, but that's pretty much just my general guide. And it's been sanded. Hit the whole thing with 600 and got it pretty much smooth. So the next thing I got to do is get my my hand pads and just get the little hard to reach areas, stuff like up here, down there, in here, just get across there. But yeah, let me get those sanded, and then we're gonna blow everything off with the air compressor towards the fans and start cleaning the floors, getting the dust off, and get it then start prepping the surface with the paint prep and getting everything done. Okay, whole car is cleaned off. I did 2 passes of the sprayway glass cleaner. 2 passes of that, and then I did a pass with just a clean rag, just to make sure it's nice and clean, no more dust on it. I'll probably go over it once more before I even finish making sure it's good to go. But we got 2 things I can cross off of the old list up here. We can cross off block sanding 600 and cleaning the surface. Next up, base coat black. But before I go spraying and everything, I need to start cleaning up the environment. So I got this premium home and garden sprayer model 1998, and it just pumps up, and I'm gonna go through and spray the ground, spray the walls. Just try to get as much dust settled as I can before I start mixing up paint. Got that sprayed down. Now when I did the walls, I got one more little trick. 67 degrees, 65 degrees, 66. 65, 66, 67, 68, 68. All right. So we can mark something off the list. There. Let's go see how it looks real quick. I only put 3 coats on this one because figured 3 is enough coverage for, you know, just a black base coat under a red candy. I let this last coat flash for about 30 minutes this time, and here's what we got. So a little bit of tiger striping. I'm guessing that's gonna be fine. Not sure. Like I said, I'm still just learning. So hopefully the red doesn't show up too bad. But anyway, either way, I went ahead and finished off my masking. I've been painting my gas cap over there, hanging off of that chair next to the scooter I built in Korea. I backmasked all of that, so this will be red, and then the gas cap and everything inside will be black. Same thing with the third taillight housing, that's also over there. You can see it hanging off of the chair. I think I'm going to take a tack cloth to it and then lay down some candy red. We'll see how it goes. It should be good to spray. I mean, it's dryish, but it's not. It's tacky-ish. So I guess we'll give it a shot. Let's go mix up some candy. All right, now comes the part where I'm most nervous about spraying this candy, and all the videos and everything I've been watching, it basically all comes down to this, and then the clear coat, and then it's done. But I'm gonna open this up and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Hopefully that's coming out good on screen for you guys. I'm only hoping that it comes out this pretty on the car. Alright, first coat of candy is down. And it looks purple. Well, I mean, to me it looks purple. To you guys, I mean, I can't tell what you guys think, but yeah, I had a little bit of difficulty spraying it. Not actually like the act of spraying it, but going along this edge or this side, I was walking the entire panel and I was tripping up on myself on the stupid hose, so I had to stop for a second and then really readjust. But yeah, walking the panels, not as difficult as I thought. I figured it was going to be a little bit harder to do, but yeah, so I got the first pass down. It's been flashing for about 10-15 minutes now. I'm going to give it just an extra 5, and then we'll go from there. But I had cooked up 2 cups just to see how much consumption I was going to use for walking the candy. So go up to 650 milliliters. I decided just to fill this one to 600, and I exhausted the entire cup. Well, most of it, there's like some stuff, but it was spitting air. So 600, then I filled this one up to 600. I had this one pre-ready to go. All I had to do was just add reducer, but so it wasn't considered for too long. But that went from 600 down to 300. So I know that to do a full candy job, full coat, I need 900 milliliters of paint in order to do the whole car. So I'm gonna make another cup, and then the one with 300 in it is going to be my backup for when I run out of the first cup. So yeah, I'm gonna mix up another cup and put in another coat. Alright, so I lied. I didn't put down another coat, I put down 3 more. So I have a total of 4 coats of Candy Red Pearl on here now. The gun is doing great for, for being only $100 or 130, 100, I forget how much I paid for it. But yeah, it's doing good. It's spraying good. The paint is laying down really nicely. I'm not having any complaints with it. I think what I might do is spray, I don't know if I want to spray one more coat of candy on here or not. I mean, it looks good. I mean it's really laying down super easy, and I haven't had to fight the gun at all. I haven't had to fight the paint at all. It's been laying down so nicely. The only issue I've been having is just tripping up on my hose. Always got to watch your hose. Your hose are always going to get you. So yeah, I think I might lay down just one more coat. So 5 coats of candy, and then we'll move on to the clear coat. So let's go ahead and mark off. Let's go ahead and mark off our. Super happy that we're getting that done. Next is clear coat. So let me do that last drop coat, and yeah, I'll come back when I got the first coat of clear on there, and we'll see how it really shines. Yo, this shit looks so good. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ain't ready for this. This is good. Bam! Look at that. Oh baby, I'm glad I did that 5th coat. Oh, she's cherry. Yeah, I just finished spraying it, like not maybe like 5 minutes ago. I just got done cleaning the gun, so I still gotta do 2 more coats. But damn, this thing's gonna look good in the sunlight. Oh my! Oh, I'm super excited. Oh, damn, dude, this clear. I gotta say, I'm not even done spraying, but this AutoPaint HQ, these guys like really know how to like put together a quality product for cheap. Like, I didn't think I'd get like this kind of result. I only paid $600 for the kit, the whole kit, and it looks so good. But yeah, let me I'm letting it flash. I'm gonna go ahead and mix up 2 more cups, because it took me 2 cups to do this whole thing. Yeah. So I went ahead and put 2 more coats of clear, and then I went inside, put the little ones to bed, got some dinner, and then I'm finally coming out here. It's been drying for about an hour, and I'm about to take off all the tape, but go ahead and check this out. There's a little bit of trash in the clear, but I mean that's fine. I don't really mind all that much. But oh, it looks so good. Yeah, man, I am dying to see this thing in the sunlight now. Hey. Yeah, the roof came out pretty dang good. This clear laid out really nice. I got a little bit of a run right there, but that's fine. I plan on having this wet sanded and buffed and all that other stuff, but man, I cannot believe how good this came out. I've owned this car for a little over 17 years, and it has always been rattle canned, and then I went with the Plastidip, and yeah, it's good. Good that I'm actually finally, I have a painted car. A long time ago, when I first got this car and I started thinking about painting it, I wanted to get a Candy paint job, but the price of it was always way out of my price range, and I never thought I could do it, but I'm glad that I added this to my skill set. I'm gonna unmask it and then give a walk around, but I'm pretty much gonna end this video for now, and then I'll throw in some walk around videos about in the sun tomorrow. But I want to thank Paint Society for all the videos that they put up all the time, and Trigger Man, all of his videos, he's pretty good. If you go watch him, go watch his channel. He's got a lot of good pointers, man. But yeah, dude, that thing is sick. All right, I'm out.